Hi, my name is Willa, and today I'm going to be sharing my full story with Tourette syndrome. So, I am diagnosed formally with Tourette syndrome by a motor function specialist neurologist, but here I'm going to explain the full story of how that came to be. So, when I was about 5 or 6, I had these compulsive movements. I would go like this over and over again, and they weren't exactly tics, but they were compulsive movements that I would just do over and over and over and over again. And my parents noticed those from the time when I was, like I said, 5 or 6. And then by the time that I got into middle and high school, I started having these weird urges to say things against my will, and I would suppress them and hide them, and I wouldn't let anybody see them, and just really hid them as much as I could, even from myself. But I didn't really start to notice any tics until I was in my, I think, sophomore year of high school. I developed this nose tic, this facial tic, where I would go like this. I would just scrunch my nose up, and I remember it coincided with I got a pair of glasses, and my glasses made me, I thought at the time, more aware of my face, so I was like, oh, my glasses gave me a twitch, which I came to learn was not true, and that it actually was a tic. It just was triggered out by my glasses. So I took the glasses off, I stopped wearing the glasses, and I thought, oh, that'll make it better, but it didn't. It kept happening. And at the time, it was that and maybe some blinking and stuff that were my only tics, other than the ones that I was suppressing really, really hard, working to not say the things that I didn't want to say, because at the time I was experiencing what I now know to be coprolalia, which are inappropriate tics where you want to say things and do things that are not socially appropriate. And so I hid those. I started trying really, really hard not to do them, and my facial tics just kind of kept going. They didn't really get any worse, they just kind of kept going. And then I stayed like that for pretty much all of high school, and then I got to college. Well, the summer between my freshman year of college, I started developing some more tics. They were still kind of mild, but I started developing some more. And then about my sophomore year of college, they just skyrocketed. They started growing exponentially. I started getting complex tics. I started getting all of these different tics and stuff like that, and it just happened very suddenly, but it kept climbing and climbing in severity. And so then eventually I went to my doctor and I said, hey, I don't know what this is, but I think I might have tics. And I had met somebody who had Tourette syndrome, and so I was exposed to that and knew what it was, where I didn't know what it was previously. So my doctor initially just said, oh, it's anxiety tics, and then I went to my psychiatrist. My psychiatrist said it's anxiety tics, but they kept going and kept getting worse. So I ended up going to the neurologist that I see now, and he diagnosed me with Tourette syndrome, and that's where I am today.